morning. I'm Jen Amos at Weiss Research.
I'm Andy Myers, and this is your morning market alert for Monday, December 6th. Stock futures are pointing to a lower open on Wall Street following strong gains last week. On Friday, investors largely shrugged off a disappointing employment report. But today, comments by Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke may weigh on sentiment. In a 60 Minutes interview on CBS last night, he said that high unemployment is a major concern while inflation is dangerously low. And he indicated that the Fed may be willing to buy more government bonds beyond the $600 billion it announced last month to boost the economy and guard against deflation.
Economic bailouts are also in focus in Europe today. Eurozone finance ministers are meeting in Brussels to discuss ways to contain the region's debt crisis. Officials have been under more pressure lately to increase the size of their nearly $1 trillion rescue fund. Separately, the EU may consider issuing sovereign bonds to help defray the cost to bail out struggling member nations. Right now, the euro is falling against the US dollar, and stocks across Europe are mixed, and the major Asian indexes finished mostly lower.
On the corporate front, Pfizer CEO Jeffrey Kindler announced that he's stepping down after 4.5 years at the head of the world's largest drug company. Kindler cited the heavy demands of the job in his decision. He'll be replaced by Ian Reed, who currently leads the firm Biopharmaceuticals unit. Shares of Pfizer are set to open lower on the news. But one stock that may get a pop at the open is AOL. Reuters reported that the internet giant is considering a breakup of its business that could lead to a merger with Yahoo. The idea is reportedly just at an early stage, and Yahoo hasn't been contacted to discuss a deal.
We'll also be keeping an eye on several other technology companies. Cisco Systems is rising 1% in pre-market trading after it was upgraded by Oppenheimer. And Cognizant Technology Solutions is jumping 2.5%. Goldman Sachs is calling that stock a buy. 3 semiconductor firms are getting votes of confidence from analysts this morning. Stern Agee boosted its ratings on both Texas Instruments and Analog Devices. And Berenberg upgraded Qualcomm all the way from sell to buy. Meanwhile, the benchmark company raised its price target on online retailer Amazon.com from $170 a share to $200.
Amazon's biggest rival for online book sales may be one of the day's biggest winners. Barnes & Noble is jumping 18% in the pre-market after investor William Ackman offered to finance a sale of the company to Borders Group. Shares of Borders are also up big ahead of the open. Several other retailers will be back in focus as well as the holiday shopping season rolls on. Goldman Sachs recommended buying shares of Abercrombie & Fitch and American Eagle Outfitters, but downgraded Aeropostale to sell. Separately, Stern Agee boosted its price target on Coach from $57 to $64 a share.
A couple other analyst calls to tell you about. Morgan Stanley raised its earning estimates on Netflix for the next 2 years. That stock may open higher on the news. And Hasbro may rise at the open after Piper Jaffray boosted its price target on the toy maker. Finally, Nomura is weighing in on the financial sector. It said Bank of America, Citigroup, and Morgan Stanley are most at risk of a credit downgrade in 2011. That's the latest from Weiss Research. Have a great trading day.